Welcome Sagittarius, it's me Barbara James with your early September 2020 tarot reading. I'm going to check out the energies for you. So you're ruled by the planet of Jupiter, which is talking about benevolence, expansive energy and enthusiasm. You're known to be really good eggs actually. Jupiter's the largest planet in our solar system and it was called the Great Benefic in medieval astrology. So the god Jupiter was believed to be benevolent, doing good, being generous and actively kind. So Jupiter's concerned with enthusiasm in all aspects of life, and it's promoting a positive attitude in your life, and you generate and radiate great optimism around your energy. So if Jupiter is your ruling planet, you're one of the most fortunate of the planetary types, so that's great. Also Jupiter is associated with abundance, and the word expansive sums up this planet's deepest quality. Everything associated with Jupiter is big, from embarking on epic journeys and adventures to undertaking massive projects. On a more spiritual level, Jupiter can indicate a strong desire to expand your higher consciousness through an investigation of religion and philosophy. And that's probably why you're here, you know, looking at exploring different energies and expanding your knowledge and going deeper into everything. Yeah. So let's have a look. You've got in the middle of your reading is the Fool card and the Hermit. So these two are kind of contrasting energies from my mind. With the Fool card, it's saying something is about to start. You know, there's a fresh new beginning. There's something that's exciting you. It's got you kind of fired up, and it's saying you're about to go on a new journey. Okay, so don't worry about what other people think. It's encouraging you to say, be pure of spirit, embrace that childlike enthusiasm, because the universe has your back at this time. So there might be surprising solutions to problems when we throw the rule book out of the window. But then you've got this much more conservative energy and more kind of withdrawing, going inwards with the Hermit card, and that's kind of there might be someone around you who's saying to you, be more cautious there, Sagittarius. So they might be saying to you, you know, you've got responsibilities and duties, and you need to kind of keep an eye on those before you decide to run off and, you know, decide to take on this new project. So there might be a Virgo person around you who's wanting to express caution around your responsibilities, but they've got life experience, and they're very they've got the voice of wisdom around them. So of course take their advice, but ultimately the buck does stop with you, Sagittarius. It's your life, isn't it? At the base of the situation you're feeling kind of overwhelmed, but it's a 10. So where you've got a lot of responsibilities, could be in your work situation, it could be other things that bind you. You know, you could have family obligations, or just be tied up generally. You could have a lot on your shoulders with the 10 of Wands. But obviously you can, you're coming to an end here with this 10. It's saying to you that, you know, it's a natural stage in your life where things are about to be relieved in a way. There's a release that's coming, and you've hung on through probably for a long time with pressures and burdens, but yeah, it's a natural end of a cycle coming, which might be a bit painful in some ways, but you're raring to go. And we've got to reinforce that the Death card, which is this is what you already know. And with the Death card, this is saying something is abruptly ending. You can feel something's finishing. Transformation will follow from this, though. So major changes and a new life once you're free from the old one. So something or someone has allotted or fulfilled their allotted time span in your life. So it's making way for that new sunrise. You can see it's like a light, a glow behind the horse and that child holding up the flowers sort of innocently. But yeah, it's a cycle of life. Things, you know, nothing stays the same. So you're about to start a new cycle with that card there. It's right next to the Fool card. It's very strong, you know, one cycle ending with this is what you already knew, and then here you are in the centre of the spread, completely refreshed and raring to start this new phase. You might be worrying about some of the details here with this, your responsibilities. You may be wondering how things are supposed to fall into place, and it might make you feel a little bit bombarded. You're kind of thinking, okay, I've got so many considerations, and it might be tricky for you to navigate around, but communication's everything. So, speaking fairly and openly with other people around you about the transformation that you'd like to make, it will help to soften the any kind of questions or any kind of reservations people might have about your new choice or your new journey. Okay, communication's everything, but things are unfolding as they're supposed to do, because you've got the High Priestess as you go into the near future. She's your the near future energy with you, so she's very much about the things unfolding the way they're supposed to do. You could be feeling very intuitive at this time as well. There's a heightened perception around this card, so, and a feeling of unknown forces working around you. So there's a time of patience and waiting for things to unfold as they're supposed to do. She reveals her secrets when the time is right, and this card also says you're very strong, or there's someone around you who's a very strong and independent feminine energy, and the mysteries of femininity. Often women have a sixth sense when they feel, if you're aware of if something doesn't feel quite right, or you're intuitively guided. Of course there'll be men with those energies too, or those skills, but yeah, it's a very feminine energy. This is about pregnancy as well, gestation periods, and how our hormones and our moods are affected by the moon, and our monthly cycle as well. But all of the feminine qualities involved in this card, where things are unfolding naturally and you know what you're doing. You can trust your intuition here, Sagittarius. But obviously there'll be lots of men listening thinking, well, that's not me. But you might be affected by a female energy that does influence your life a lot, and she's strong, and it's good to trust her intuition on something, okay, on what she feels. There's a feeling of you are kind of worrying and feeling a bit overwhelmed with the situation here with the Nine of Swords. So it's saying positive thinking is really important right now. Sometimes we can have obsessive negative thoughts, and these things are kind of, they allow us to feel that the worst case scenario could be reality. In fact, it's not like that. Released from those kind of wasted emotions, don't allow those feelings to grow. Turn your attention to the amazing possibilities for the future, and just leave any negative thoughts behind. Yeah, if you are suffering from lack of sleep, or disturbed dreams at night time, it's a good idea to maybe write a journal. Make some notes about what's going on, and in the daylight you might be able to make more sense of it when things feel less charged as they do at night. Obviously it might be worth just speaking to someone, a supportive person that might be able to help you unburden some of your anxieties. It's just maybe also being overly stressed. You might have a lot on your plate at this time. Maybe there's a lot going on, but try relaxation techniques. There's being out in the countryside, going for long walks, listening to music, and eating well. Eat foods that will help you to feel at ease with yourself. Okay, then we've got, in your environment, there's the Hanged Man. So there might be a sense of time being suspended. There's some sort of pause here. I do feel like you sacrifice or give a lot for yourself to the situation you're looking at here, whether it's a work situation or a more personal situation. You do give a lot of yourself. So it's really important to put yourself first, okay, and let things unfold as they're supposed to do. There is a sense of waiting here with this reading. So there is a pause while you kind of get a clearer vision of how you want things to go, because there is this new beginning, which is very exciting, and you might want to put yourself first for a change, Sagittarius, yeah, and then you can fully immerse yourself in this new direction that's coming into your life. It's a natural time for it now to take off, and you've got your wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups. I mean, that's just beautiful energy. It feels like people do appreciate and know you. They know you as a level person that's trustworthy and just good to have around. Yeah, there's happy emotions being shared here, people getting together and just sharing love amongst good friends and trusted loved ones. So very nice energy, and that's on your mind as well. I mean, you are appreciated because you've got the Temperance. This is your card. This is your Sagittarius card with the Temperance card here. So there is this feeling of being very level, feet on the ground, someone who's other people can trust. They know that you're someone who's of a good character, a well-rounded person, or a calm voice in a storm, and you're adaptable as well. So in order for this new phase to come in, this new chapter in your life, and letting go of something else and releasing yourself from some of the burdens that you've kind of given over of yourself quite happily, you've put everything into something, but you're able to see things in a very calm and level way. You're blended, you're blending human nature with animal instincts here, because Sagittarius is the centaur, half man and half horse. So you've got such positive energies around Sagittarius, very upbeat and expansive energies with this. So people recognize you as being that. Okay, so it's really nice. So let's take some clarifying energies. Let's have a look at this crystal deck here. But yeah, a very natural major cycle has come to an end, and you're raring to go, and it, you feel instinctively it's come. But there's this maybe someone around who's being more cautious and conservative about your next, how you go forwards. But obviously listen to yourself first, because you do need to release yourself from some of these burdens there, and communicate, because not everyone might be happy about you maybe releasing yourself from some obligations. But it's fine, because you've got time on your side. I mean, you're taking the time that you need. You've got the patience and perseverance to allow things to unfold. And yes, of course, there's that slight card there with showing that you are feeling overwhelmed emotionally and mentally as well, with that Nine of Swords. That might be some of you feeling in the wee small hours of the night, feeling a bit overwhelmed. But it's all going to work out fine, because you've got your Nine of Cups. Your wish fulfillment is coming to you, Sagittarius. And then you've got your own card as shown up in this reading as the Temperance card. So it's got balance. And I noticed there's a rainbow on that one as well. So it does feel like wishes are coming true. They've got the angel wings on that Temperance card. So that's showing you're being you're being spiritually guided and supported. It's like the universe has got your back. So I'm really happy for you. So let's see what crystal you've got here. Malachite, this came out for someone just yesterday as well. So it says, the truth is sometimes hard to take, but decisions are then easier to make. Malachite will unearth the true cause of dis-ease. It is a strong no-nonsense stone that will direct you toward wellness and well-being by emotionally cleansing and fortifying you. It works particularly well with feminine issues, very much like the High Priestess, but will enlighten you to face reality in any given situation. So I do feel like there is that, for some of you, there's very much that sense of the feminine, hormonal effect that we have, our monthly cycles. So with the High Priestess there as well, and the Nine of Swords, maybe some of you are being having disturbed sleep. So another really important thing to remember is to stay hydrated. Make sure you drink plenty of water, because that can help to cleanse and detox our energies and our any toxins that build up in our bodies. So also maybe think about having some crystals around you for purifying your just your aura, and it's very helpful. It does feel very much like it is for some of you. So let's have a look and see from this deck as well. It's a Morgan Greer deck, to see if we've got another energy message for you. If you're enjoying the reading, please do click on like and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you've the Knight of Rods. I'd love to hear I'd love to see thumbs up. It's gorgeous, yeah. So the Knight of Rods, this is a very sociable energy. So I do feel like lots of you are, you've got that, we can see you've got the Fool card. That's very expansive. That feels very Aries to me. It's like this new, fresh, wanting to take action energy. And so some of you are, it's very sociable. We can see you've got that sociable aspect. So it feels like you're not being bogged down by your obligations. affirmations. You're picking up another wand here and you're moving with it. You're finding action. So some of you may be changing jobs as well, but it's also getting together with other people, and it's a confident air with this. This is fire. This is your card as well. It's a fire energy with the Knight of Rods. So yeah, it's very positive. There's new growth here, all dressed up and ready to go. Off you go. So let's just take one more clarifier from the Energy Oracle deck here, before we finish the reading. So one more card for Sagittarius. Okay. Mr. or Mrs. Miss Sociable Sagittarius. Expansive energy of Jupiter. And that's very much shown with that Knight of Rods there. And your wish fulfillment. I mean, what a great card to come out in your reading right next to your card. Wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups and the Temperance card. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just managing those anxieties in the Nine of Swords. Managing those, the different ways, looking into how to, make sure you feel rested at night time. But things unfolding could be to do with hormone, So drinking lots of water, purifying, taking time to relax as well, and breathing deeply and easily. There you are, there's your card. All of those things help you to look after yourself. And when you look after yourself, the universe also helps you. The Thinking Man. Oh, I like that card. So let's look at the message. It might be that there's someone around you that's going to influence you, with some kind of strategy or idea in this new phase in your life. It would suggest as well that there's some kind of new offer coming in, it feels like. Male of wisdom or understanding. This card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is a thoughtful and reflective man, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now. So there could be a teacher around you. That was maybe that voice of caution with the Hermit card. I did feel someone was, saying to you to, dot all your I's and cross all dot all the I's and cross all the T's before you take that leap. There's someone who's being cautious and imploring you to be to make sure you've covered everything, or you're looking at everything and be prepared before you take this next step. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental or emotional pursuits. Okay, it could also be a love interest for some of you. That's another thing. And it could be about some area of study in your life, or some healing that could help you to change your life in a really positive way. So to allow, there's someone who's got wisdom around you. There's someone mature has got good advice to offer you, Sagittarius. And the affirmation is, I'm willing to learn new things, and it is safe and comfortable for me to open up and share. So it's trusting that this person around you is giving you good advice, it feels, Sagittarius. And also, I was just thinking crystals. Yeah, we did say that earlier. Crystals might be a really good way of you helping to relax at night time, if for those of you that are not resting, feeling rested at night. Okay, Sagittarius, that's the end of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you very soon. I'm Barbara James. Bye for now.